Oh, hey guys. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Guys, it's our first threesome.
It's our first threesome. And on the pod with us today, he's a comedian, he's an artist. He runs the Beachside Comedy Club in Bondi. He is very tall. He is what would happen if Big Bird wished that he was a real boy. It's PatDoherty.
Oh, everything was so nice until that last one. But thank you very much for having me. That hurt. Did you feel that?
Did you just come up with that?
I said that once at a gig, like, I think 6 months ago.
About me?
Yeah. As you were walking off, and it got like, I think people thought like we weren't friends, so it got a bit of a,
Was it at Beachside?
At Beachside.
Yeah, they're my diehard followers.
Yeah.
They were just saying,
They
you
weren't
call him Big Bird?
They weren't happy with the
Not
big board
about
call.
our boy.
Yeah.
Not about our golden boy.
I thought I refer to myself on stage as that sometimes.
You could.
Yeah.
Do you know, my very first time seeing you do stand-up was
Magical.
Changing.
No, it was
Revolutionary.
it was groundbreaking. But it was
Calling
the same.
me fat.
Yeah.
Immediately.
No, it was
That's
amazing.
Crazy.
It was amazing. It was the same bits you do today. No, it was.
I've got to go through my Rolodex of what else I've got.
But it was. What's the other one in the Coogee Bay Hotel?
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember
Bay
because
At the
you
Coogee Bay Hotel.
because you were too tall for it. Because you were like literally
It had a really low roof.
your head was like
How
touching
good
this.
was the
You
Coogee
would
Bay
always
Hotel?
like touch it.
Yeah.
Guys, Pat's how tall are you?
6'9".
6'9".
Yeah.
Do you know what Pat also
Look at that.
Pat, you also strike me as a tall person that would still lie.
What do you mean?
Like you would be 6'7" and say 6'9".
Okay, it's 6'6". You're right. You've absolutely pinned me on that one. Yeah, okay. It's just I want a little bit more always. You know?
When did you get tall? Like, when was the growth spurt? You've always been?
Always been tall, yeah. Always been tall. I remember...
It took 20 hours to birth you just because you were still going.
I was still going. Yeah, they were like, we've just gone past the neck. And then the guy's like, he looks like Big Bird a little bit.
You had feathers when you first came
Yeah,
out.
I came out. Yeah, they were just coming out. I hadn't fully unplucked them, everything.
There was another man inside of you, controlling your mouth like Big Bird.
Oh, yeah, totally. I thought that was a sexual joke.
Yeah,
Well,
I was a child, Lockie.
yeah.
That's
Sorry,
disgusting.
sorry,
I saw
guys.
you got a DM the other day that cracked me up so bad. What did he say? Like,
Oh,
you
that's
look
right.
Like you're gonna give me like the worst karate. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
he started
yeah.
really nice though. He started really nice. He was like, I really like your comedy and everything, but you look like you're about to give me really shitty karate lessons.
it's so true.
It's so true.
Oh, I know.
You do.
But then-
You have like you but so if you just you come, you look like the jujitsu guys who are like lie on their back and go, yeah, come down here,
Come down here, trust me. I've got unbelievable jits on the ground. That's what I'm doing.
You're
Yeah,
like, I'm just gonna demonstrate this on everyone's mums. Whose mums are here?
Janice, come on, quick. I don't know. Janice is a sexy mum name.
That's my mum's name. Is it? No.
No, speaking of your mum and threesomes,
Oh God, yeah.
so we have a little Facebook group, a little tight knit.
Guys, if you want to join the little secret headquarters nobody else Facebook group, the Facebook link will be in this. Wherever you press play on this podcast, there'll be a link. You can click that if you want to join.
How many people are we up to now? 60 plus?
I think
maybe 50.
I think we're on about 78. But I like that it's small. I don't want to promote it too much because like
Small would have been.
because what happens if we have like the same amount in the group as we do on the Instagram? Then the secret headquarters is no longer secret.
Well, that's true. And also, you want fans that are just diehards. You
Yep.
want people that they'll buy vials of your blood. Like
Exactly.
that's the dedication you want, right?
Yeah.
You know?
But we put it in the Facebook group that we're having our first threesome. And I what did I write? I wrote
had
guys
80.
guys, we're having our first threesome. Jokes, just the podcast threesome because Eden's had 50.
Oh,
And I commented, I've had like 8. And Lockie's mum liked my comment.
Didn't know she was in the group.
No.
oh my God.
She's been flying
Danelle.
under the radar in that group.
That's the sneakiest thing I've ever heard.
Quietly reacts to everything.
Your mum
It's
is
good.
too supportive of me. I want to say that.
I will say that's a huge level of support, you know?
I love her so much. She's the nicest lady ever. But it's like,
You say lady like she's 80 years old.
She's a great elderly woman.
She gave me hard candies when I
she's
came
the
home.
nicest woman. That sounds crazy. That sounds
She's such
aggressive.
a chick.
She's a good woman.
Yeah, she's,
Lockie.
yeah, she's a good bitch.
I love that woman. That sounds like I'm.
She's the best.
Marrying her.
But yeah.
I mean, she sounds like somebody that would be unbelievable to marry, and we can, ask your dad. I'm sure he would.
28 years of marriage.
Wow.
This year, yeah. Also,
That's what support gets you.
Yeah.
You know.
can I just say I posted obviously on our story last night saying that we've got a special guest coming on the pod, and Pat is a very special guest. Pat is my comedy dad.
Yes.
The man who got me into stand up.
Oh yeah,
helped
these
me.
are my little comedy babies. I'm
help
so
me-
proud of both of you.
Thank you.
So proud of both of you.
But Pat replied to the story going, "How did I just see this?" Not realizing it was about him. Because he thought he was.
when I met Pat.
What? 19? Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
I would have just been turning 20.
really...
I was little.
Wow. Yeah, I would have been like 46, 47.
Sorry, what were you saying about me?
No, but I said to Pat in the message, I said to him, spoiler alert, it's about you. And then Pat replied, holy fuck, the fans will be absolutely neutral about this. Guys, if you haven't heard of Pat, if you see him do stand-up, you're going to be a fan. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's magical.
It's magical.
I'm renowned in the comedy game as being friends with people that are way more successful than me. That's my big hook in the game.
Well, I think if you've seen Pat do comedy, you've experienced some sort of crowd work from him.
Definitely.
He's definitely asked you where you're from at some point.
Oh, yeah. What do? You guys dating? There's some of the classics, and they're kind of overused in the TikTok world of crowd work now. You see Matt Rife do that. You see Luke Kidgel do all that kind of stuff. But I've been doing this research for years.
You have a special talent about you. You will find, like your life depends on it, someone Swedish, someone from the Netherlands.
I've got the radar.
You can see them.
Yeah. People have gaydar. I've got Scandinavian dar.
That's good.
Dar. That was Swedish at the end. It's Scandinavian dar.
I feel like you're Matt Rife, but you're not trying to fuck anyone in the crowd.
Well,
Actually, no.
Hang on,
I've seen you deep throat a microphone at least 10 times
I know.
on
I'm
stage.
looking at this one now. I'm like, can I manage this? Probably not. Actually,
No.
We could do it side by side. Do you remember years ago, Riley Reid, the porn star, went on a podcast and got her entire mouth over a microphone? Like one of these ones, she got her entire mouth over it.
I'd be so mad.
I just want to see
fucking mic.
I just want to see a side by side of Pat and then Riley Reid. Spot the difference.
When does this come out?
Tomorrow.
Oh, because then I could do it at Beachside. I mean, I literally did it last night at 2 gigs. If only I had footage. The funniest part is the sound when you do it, because sometimes like my teeth might hit it by accident.
Yeah.
My beautiful teeth, and you don't want to get these things fucked up
No,
because
of
they're
course
perfect. And then the sound would just be like so much more jarring, so it's not funny. People are just like, oh no.
Ooh.
People are like, oh, are you okay?
But Patrick O'Doherty.
Just Patrick Doherty.
Just Patrick Doherty.
Yeah.
Everyone loves to throw it.
Strong Irish comedian, Patrick O'Doherty.
Or Doherty. Who's that
Doherty?
guy from Melbourne? He's in town right now. Whatever, doesn't matter. He came up to me and it was so funny. I love when people are bringing me on stage that haven't said Doherty out loud before. So they'll come up and he's going, so it's a Patrice O'Doherty, huh? Like, Patrice O'Doherty up next. And I'm like, all right, just say you don't know how to say Doherty. It's Pat Doherty, that's fine.
I mean, O'Doherty already has it in the name.
What do you mean?
Well, how does he not know how to say Doherty if they've already got... Are you saying people always think there's an O in front of it?
Yeah, or they'll say Doherty or they'll say something like
Doherty
that.
is crazy.
Right?
Where's the...
There's no...
I have no idea. Where is any of the things?
Making it up.
D-O-H, do, E-R-T. This Y silent.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Fancy.
I was going
Very
to say,
fancy.
just before this, I had to go to JB Hi-Fi
Brag.
because I was getting a third ring light because I thought I'd forgot the one today. And then I realized I bought one and then realized I had it in the backseat of my car anyway. So that was a fucking muck around.
That's
But the thing I've noticed...
down the drain.
Let me start this off by saying JB Hi-Fi workers are awesome. They are so helpful. They always do their job. But I have to imagine the job interview before you go in, they're like, do you have shit tattoos and Doc Martens? Like
That's how you made me audition for this pod.
we need you, like all the guys in there have long hair and all the girls have buzz cuts. That's like the JB Hi-Fi uniform.
Lucky went in. He went, what kind of topsy-turvy one is this? They don't have this in the Shire.
What is? It's full of they thems.
Can't tell who's what here.
Yeah, all right. Oh, can one of you freaks help me find a ring light?
Why can't everyone have a bob? A sensible bob.
Come on. I go into JB Hi-Fi and I'm like, Handmaid's Tale rules seem pretty good now.
This is so funny.
Let's keep them all uniform.
Every dude in JB Hi-Fi has long hair and shitty tattoos. And it's just...
No, I look like the female workers at JB Hi-Fi.
And I look like the male.
And Pat looks like the manager.
Yeah. I haven't got a franchise.
This is just a JB Hi-Fi work meeting.
Yeah. We're not selling enough cables, guys. What are these called again?
XLR.
XLR.
We got a lot of stock.
Guys,
I've ordered.
we really need to push the XLRs this week.
Yeah.
Guys, we left it to the end to say this, but we should say Pat has a stand-up special performance live. When is it? What dates and where?
You got to come along to this. It's Saturday, the 23rd of November at the Beachside Comedy Club, 7 p.m. and 8:30.
Great, and back to the episode. But that leads me into our first fuck, marry, kill of the day,
Oh, yeah?
which is actually
I'm so excited
this
to
is
do this
for
with you.
Eden.
Okay.
Okay.
Eden, your fuck, marry, kill this week.
Yeah.
JB Hi-Fi workers, hospo workers, Glassons girlies.
Oh, I'm going to say something crazy. Sorry, feminism. Kill the Glassons girlies straight up. Hate those people.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because I just don't know. I don't know. They just freak me out. They seem like girls that I went to school with that I have not kept up to date with because I know.
Okay, so what's their life now post high school? What are these Glasson girls doing?
They've just moved in with Boyfie. The charcuterie boards are out of this world.
They're unreal.
They're out of this world.
Uh-huh.
Cook Eye hates to see him coming.
That's such a great reference.
It's those girls. But then they went for the job at Cook Eye and they went, why don't you try Glassons? And they went, okay. And they're mad about it.
They love it.
I don't know if they love it. I think
Oh, you're mad? They're mad like
Glassons
that.
goes, be nice girls, you have to be non-bullies. And they go, I don't want to fucking work here.
Oh, I thought they would be like they love everything about their lives, you know?
Well, not to me.
Oh, they don't like you.
Yeah, I don't know. Something maybe about me.
You walk in, they go, JB Hi-Fi's across the road.
Kill them.
Sorry, sweetie, we don't have any gaming PCs here. There's a Vinnie's across the road if you're looking for clothes.
Oh.
I'm fucking the JB Hi-Fi workers. You know that's my type.
Any of them as well.
Of them,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
Any of them. There's a large pool.
That's your charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Charcuterie board.
I marry the hospo workers because I probably won't have to see them.
Would you rather the back of house or front of house hospo workers? Because the back of house is angry
Line
cokeheads.
chefs. Come on.
Oh, you want line chefs?
Okay, so the bear drops and then everybody wants to have sex with the chef. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like that realistically is the worst.
Don't do this.
This one. Watch this. You ready?
Did you see
Watch
the fear
this.
in the eyes? Yeah.
Watch this. Watch this.
Here we go.
It's not going to work
No,
again on me.
Jeremy Allen White slowly unzipping his jeans.
jeans
He's
is
in
crazy. That's
he's
a
in
bit
his
on the
he's in his Calvin Klein's right now. And he goes, Eden, come over here. Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
See, the red flag is it's when he's like,
It's when he's it's not actually when he's
When he's
not,
fucking-
it's when he's non-sexual.
it's when he's screaming at something.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. So it's like
Cousin.
He
Yeah.
rips his jeans off.
He rips his jeans. Cousin.
Aiden!
It's when he like throws down the plate or something. I'm like,
Like,
hello.
I'll clean that up.
That's got to be a rocky marriage. But I tell you what, it will be exciting. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
very exciting marriage.
Didn't he like get famous and then like leave his wife?
He has,
child?
he has a child as well, yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Well, I just recognize him from. I've been watching NCIS Special Victims Unit a lot lately, and he's
was on
actually
that?
he's in that. Yeah.
Oh.
As a what are the people that love making fires?
Pyromaniacs.
Pyromaniac. So there's a thing. He's like sexually attracted to fire. That's his character.
Eden's like,
He's just like,
That's doing it more
you're
for
selling
Eden
it to
somehow.
Eden more.
I don't mind it. When I go camping, I'm the fire girl.
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird, like, it's a bit tismy, it's a bit spectrumy, the way, like, the boys upstairs who I go camping with, they're always like, if there's a new member, they're like, I'll start the fire, they're like, oh no, she'll get mad.
Oh, she's gonna get so mad at you.
Just let her do it.
So I did a deep dive. Obviously, I listened to a lot of episodes to be prepared for this, and I heard that you went camping, and that blindsided me. You did not come across as a camper to me.
I've got this before. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I love camping.
You look like your whole aesthetic is like must be surrounded by cement. Like if you can't hear a bus in the distance, you're furious.
Like below ground.
It's not true.
You're a mole person,
I mean, I bring a lot of fairy lights with me.
right?
Yeah,
This
okay.
okay. Now
In
this
case
is
I miss the
trending.
city.
This is trending for sure.
I just can't imagine you
100%.
sleeping in a tent.
That's insane.
I imagine you going to like sleep in the car that you drove to the campsite
It's
in.
the complete opposite to what I'm like out there. Like when people, if like we went camping with one like family once and they had like an RV and I was like, why would you go camping? Just stay home.
Really?
Stay on an electric blanket. Why would you be here?
So the glamping factor, you want to be setting fires, you want to be covered in
Yeah.
dirt, you want to go
I want to
full.
cook on the fire.
Yeah,
Even
wow.
like recently, because we're in a big group, people have started, like, and I get it because we've got to cook for more people now. People are bringing the little camping stoves, you know, the gas stoves. And I'm like, well, just go home.
Yeah, the really.
Sorry, you want to go to the 4 fucking seasons.
Yeah, look, I get it. If you're going to go camping, you may as well go camping. You would never go. You would not survive at a campsite. There's no way.
What are you talking
There is
about?
no way, dude. When was the last time you went camping? You are linen shirt, Aperol spritz, Europe. That's you.
I'll take that. But also, but no, because when I was in year 12, I did cadets because I was a huge legend at school and got a lot of puss.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
boy.
But he knows we went to the same school.
Went to the same school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't worry, we'll get onto that. We're going to sing the school song later. But
I've got to stand up for that.
No, we, in cadets, if you want to become if you want to get promoted to the top of it, you had to spend 3 days out in the bush by yourself. So at the end of you had to do a trek, like an 8-hour trek with 2 other people. So you had to find your way through the bush.
Yeah.
Where your teachers would be meeting you, and then they'd put you in the back of a ute, blindfold you. They'd stop every couple of 100 meters, walk you into the bush so you couldn't see where you'd come from, take your blindfold off, and they'd leave you there with your pack, and you had to set up camp in whatever area they gave you. You had rationed food, and so I had to do it for 3 days. Yeah. So I was by myself. I made myself a little gym in the trees.
Of course. Okay. Now this is the little niche things that you bring to camping. Make camping make sense for both
I
of
bet
you.
you ground up rocks and made creatine.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
100%.
I just took it as a 3-day sabbatical to just get fucking ripped.
Yeah, dude, I would love to see that as a montage. Those 3 days.
Camping is just my prison. I came out of it just jacked, face tattoos.
And gay.
And gay.
See, I really slide into the freaky, weird witch doctor living in the bushes.
Yeah.
I go camping for 1 day and I come back with feathers braided
Totally.
into me and
You're looking for skinwalkers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And poked tattoos.
Definitely doing seances out there.
Yeah.
Lord
Yeah.
of the
I've eaten a person.
That makes so much
I
sense.
packed food and I still was they taste okay.
Everything you've ever said to me seems like a lie because that seems like the most truthful thing you've ever said to me in your life.
I'm pretty sure I have a cannibal bushranger relative, an ancestor.
Awesome.
Yeah. I looked it up. I got to look up it again.
Did you read Lord of the Flies and you just thought, sounds like a great time? Yeah. It seems like these guys have a lot of fun.
That's what I want to see from both of you with your amazing social media presences, which I said so proud of. Thank you so much, you guys. It's just unreal, to be surrounded by artists, really. But you two in the bush, documented over 3 days, would be unfucking believable. Your own Alone and Afraid.
Yes.
If we want to get the views, Alone and Afraid and Naked, that's that trends.
I'm a minor celebrity. Get me out of here.
The fans will be neutral about that. That would be unreal, though.
I'd like to do it.
Yeah.
I think, that'd be so sick.
You with a spear, spear fishing?
That's how it gets.
That would be crazy.
That is how it gets.
Yeah.
Okay. What were we talking about? How do we get to the
Fuck,
camping?
marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill. But
That's it.
we'll address this now. Me and Pat did go to the same school.
We did.
Yes.
Good alums. Mm-hmm. Good alums. Which song do you want to sing first?
To be honest with you, it has been such a long time since I was in high school that I can't necessarily remember a lot of the tunes. They're bangers, all of them.
They are.
They're
The
unreal.
chapel songs are...
I mean,
I still rock with my chapel songs.
yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I got to give it to most schools. People hated going to chapel and would sleep through it, but everybody can remember a song from school chapel.
I told this story to anyone that's on the pod, to be honest. It's probably the 8th time I've told it, but
Yeah.
I used to play guitar and sing to lead chapel service.
No.
I wasn't Christian or anything. No one else would do it, and I wanted to get out of class more.
Sure.
So I used to sing Jesus every time. Jesus.
Love that.
And they did not notice for a while until they did, and then they were very upset.
Really?
Oh yeah, and I was told that I would not be doing that anymore.
Oh, no. They weren't fans of Kanye back then.
Jesus is mighty to save forever.
You had the auto-tune on your voice as well?
Yeah.
Totally.
In the
That was
night, I hear him talk.
You're doing the piano on the organ.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Full face covering mask on, wearing all white.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was, funnily enough, in Sweden and I saw Kanye West live during that era, and it was unreal.
Are you serious?
What era is that?
That's when he wore the face mask
when
with
he
the
was
spikes on it.
when he's all religious.
No, that was the Runaway.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
goodness.
That gig was insane. It had, who's the lady that just married the crocodile doctor or whatever? Lana Del Rey. Yeah.
The crocodile doctor.
What is he?
I think he just works on the
He's an
Everglades.
alligator tour guide.
Alligator tour guide, yeah. So she was on the lineup. The Kings of Leon, Kanye West.
Wow.
Wow, you sounded like Billy Darcy just saying.
Exactly like Billy Darcy.
That was crazy.
Thank you.
And there was a lady, she was a die-hard Killers. Oh, no, not Killers. Kings of Leon fan. She had their first album tattooed on her ribs like this.
Sex is on fire.
Sex is on fire.
Oh, you mean Jeremy Allen White is NCIS?
I really want to get that scene where he's getting interrogated because he actually fully orgasms when he looks at the flames. It's insane.
I want to hook up Eden with like a heart rate monitor while she watches that, just to see what happens.
Yeah.
Dude, that's another great segment. You watching The Bear, one episode, like a bit of a raunchy one, fully taped up or whatever it is. Not taped up. I don't know what that is. But anyway, whatever. My story about the music festivals, whatever, doesn't matter. But I can't remember any of the songs, to be honest. But please, I'll you go for it.
Oh, well, one of the great ones. They taught us a chapel song that was about God, but it was in Spanish. Mm-hmm. El Shaddai, Erkum Kana Adonai. Age to age, you're still the same. By the power of thy name. Everyone, El Shaddai.
I love that.
It was great.
Well, we had. I can't do the. Pat, I need you to hold my mic.
Yeah,
like
sure.
this.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Really important. I
Okay.
need you to come over.
And I'm moving over here.
Yeah, I need this.
All right.
Goes. John 3:16 said that God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, so whoever believes in him will never die but have eternal life. He is the way, he is the truth, he is the life, so put your faith in Jesus Christ and your soul will never die.
Why is it the choreography from Hairspray?
I didn't know I still had that in me.
Wow.
You being successful on TikTok makes so much more sense now.
I've never done a TikTok dance. Dude, I'm going to make that trend.
We've talked about this. It's very hard to surprise each other or shock each other anymore after 52 episodes.
Sure.
We do it.
First time I've been shocked in a while.
I gotta say, both of you brought a lot of different things to your performances. You have an unreal voice.
He can sing.
He can sing. And I knew you could sing, but you can also just like pull that performance out of
God,
nowhere.
That wasn't. We should do. I really want to do a musical episode. Anyway, we started to veto having business meetings.
We just discuss things and then they never happen. Also, I just want to ask. I'm going to give you some classic stand-up questions.
Okay.
You just give me. What's the hardest you've ever bombed?
Oh my God. I mean, there are so many, dude. There are so many. One of the first ones was I did a gig at Campbelltown and I was just bombing so aggressively. This was with Dan Towns, Matthew Reddy. I don't think he does it anymore, but he used to open for Frenchie quite a lot. And maybe Jen Carnivale. Anyway, I'm on there. I'm never got them at the start. And there's probably about 80 people there. One dude gets on top of his table and just starts going, Savenya, barabisha, baraba. And everyone in the crowd goes, Savenya. It's a huge laugh. A massive laugh. And I'm so rattled. It's like my 10th gig ever. And I was just like, all right, well, thank you so much. And I just leave. I've done about 3 minutes.
So you bombed so hard, people were like, we might as well do the live action Lion King
100%.
instead of this shit.
That's how bad it got, dude. But, I mean, there are some other horrific stories. It's just the silence is so deafening. I quite enjoy it now, like to build tension and stuff like that. But, dude, there's some horrible... I mean, they're going home from some of these gigs. You're just like, oh, my God, dude.
My worst bomb ever was it would have been like my 7th and it's still the worst.
Really?
It was at Coogee. And you was
the beast of the east.
So lovely. You were like, nah, dude, come back and do it until you're not scared of like this anymore. And I was just like, that's so nice because I thought you were gonna be like grim.
Really?
Like, yeah. I was like, I don't know you that well then. But you were like, I've seen you go really well like 3 times before this. It's fine. Shut up.
But also, Coogee, the beast of the east, was a disaster zone. Also, some massive bombs there. I did did a comedy tour with Billy Darcy, George Pettifar.
Young Guns?
The Young Guns comedy tour, right?
Legends.
Iconic comedy tour. And we did a run of all the Dirty Thunder comedy rooms beforehand just to get our heads across like the lineup and shit like that. We did Coogee on that Monday, and for an hour and a half, there was not a single laugh. It was 110 people, Scandinavians, which is my crowd, backpackers. My crowd is people that are like students, dumb people, and people that don't understand English very well. That's my niche. I love them, and they love me. But still, to them, just deafening silence. But also, you would have the best sets of your entire career at the Coogee Bay Hotel.
Yeah.
So
once
it was
you
really,
cracked it, you were like,
oh, it was unreal.
what can I not do?
Yeah, you do a Spanish accent.
Lockie hasn't had like a bomb.
No, you haven't.
Or
I haven't
we've
had a
done,
I haven't had a
shit
proper
night where
bomb.
everyone's eating it.
The worst I've had is a consistent polite giggles. A lot of that's it.
Do you mean
for every
you
joke?
Yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I've had like every joke get like a polite giggle and then but I've never had like dead silence.
Yeah.
But
It's you. hopefully, I mean, imagine never experiencing that.
It's bliss.
You're living in, I don't even know how you're interfacing with the world right
it's
now.
fear now because I know it's coming.
It's
Right.
coming.
Other thing I was going to ask, I've written what's the worst gig you've been a part of, but I mean like what's, in terms of a room that you've walked into, have you walked into like, this is just somebody's backyard, they've put a bunch of chairs in, like what's the weirdest room?
I've done those, yeah.
Yes,
I love those
I've
gigs.
done those.
They turn out to be weirdly kind of fun, like
They're
a
kinda
21st or like something like that. They're kind of all
Remember that
right.
big one in Kensington, like
Yeah.
years ago. It was like turned into the biggest. ever.
Milinkovic, he did the backyard gigs for a little while.
Yeah, I think that was him.
And it was at Reese Boyle's old place.
Yeah,
That's right.
Crazy place.
Yeah.
So yeah, some of those are awesome.
Yeah, I would say the worst gigs it's like when the hang sucks. You know, because these people have kind of turned up for comedy in some regard. So they're willing to laugh. You can crack them potentially. But if you're hanging out with a bunch of comedians you don't want to hang out with, that's when it's just like, that's when it's the worst. You know what I mean, right? You walk in, you don't know anybody or whatever, and you're just like, oh, this sucks. Like when I'm gigging with you two, I hate it.
I hate when it's like the crowd is so obviously like they don't want you to. Sometimes I hate like I'd say like obvious comedy rooms. There's like whatever comedy room can come up if you type stand-up comedy in Sydney. It's because it's like people that have never watched comedy before.
Sure, right.
Only know comedy from comedian destroys heckler.
Yeah, right.
So they've only seen, that's what type they want to see. They don't want jokes. They don't want anything. They don't want girls. They don't want, like whenever I notice like a big group of boys who are like, oh, let's see stand-up comedy for the first fucking time, or it's like some douchey Tinder date, like that's when I'm like, I don't want to do comedy to you guys.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
want you guys to like me.
I take that back. Those crowds absolutely stink. Yeah, it's like when this isn't going to develop into anything, and it's not going to be fun in the moment. So why are we doing it? It's like these Groupon tickets. You know, they're the worst. It's like a team building exercise for an accountancy firm down the road, and the fun one in the group has been like, we'll go check out some comedy, but we're not going to spend too much money.
Well, Bill Burr has a rule: don't ever do comedy at a place where it's not a comedy show. Like if you're at like an end of year gala and they're giving out awards and they go, okay, the next 10 minutes is going to be comedy.
Oh yeah.
Don't go do comedy there.
No.
TikTok Mardi Gras, when they were like, yeah, you're going to like, we want you to like open it and like do some stand up. And I was like, okay, it's an event. I thought maybe like it was like a show and then maybe there would be a thing afterwards. And because it was like me and like G Flip and a few, I don't know, maybe there was like a drag
Famous
queen.
comedian G Flip.
Yep.
Like
Love her
music
crowd
acts and
work.
stuff, and I was like, okay, cool, this might be awesome. It was like 300 people, but they're all piling in, but there's like the photo wall, like press wall.
Oh no.
But there's also a bar.
Oh no.
So it's like 300 people and no one's fucking listening.
Is this when you were dressed up as a motorcycle?
Yes.
Oh my God, dude.
So I just started getting drag queens up on stage and being like, talking to them, I guess.
Just doing a live pod, basically.
Basically.
Yeah, right.
Just like hanging out with drag queens on stage because I was like, I'm not telling jokes to 500 screaming, talking amongst themselves.
Yeah, that are all standing. No one's sitting at this point.
They're all influencers, so they don't give a fuck about anyone else.
Of course not. They might get dude, an influencer probably in that circumstance is like videoing you because they recognize you or whatever and they tag you, and then it's just you being like, okay, anyway, can we get another drag queen off here? And you're like, I'm never resharing that fucking video in a million years, you know? Comedy is so simple. It's just like a room away from noise without a bar in it, a spotlight, a microphone, and some seats. Anything outside of that, just don't do comedy. You know what I mean? Just comedy. Yeah, exactly. Your band, you want to open it for your band, get another band. Don't get a comedian. That's insane. You have a charity gig for. I did this one. Oh my god. Okay, I did this one. It was raising money for this poor lady that had cancer, and there was 3 comedians involved in the whole thing, and they started it off with like a photo slide of this woman just progressively getting like more sick. And then they wheeled her into the fucking room in a wheelchair at the front of the stage. And then the MC goes, all right, well, we're going to do a little bit of comedy now. Can you imagine? And it's like, all I had was cancer gear at the time. It's a disaster. Dude, they've been
Like,
so
you guys
many.
are a sick crowd.
A really sick crowd.
You're not doing well. Oh God.
Edit that out, please.
Hey guys, a bit of crowd work. Has anyone here had a bad week? Not you. Put your hand down. Anyone else? Anyone else had a bad?
Guys, let me tell you, I had the worst week. Man, I went on a bad date. They're like, fuck you.
Yeah, totally. Oh my God.
Pat,
Jeez.
can I go ahead? Sorry.
If I'm waffling, just cut me off, by the way. You
No,
know
this is
what I mean?
perfect.
Yeah, okay, good.
But I was going to say, I'm just going to run you through some towns and cities. In 3 words or less, just tell me what the crowds are like there.
Okay.
Nimbin,
Hi.
Bondi,
Hot.
Cronulla,
Racist.
Newcastle.
Racist, hot and high.
Yep. Brisbane,
Really true.
Brisbane. Drunk.
Gold Coast.
Dumb.
Okay. Melbourne,
Pretentious.
King's Cross,
Good, actually.
Newtown,
JV
JB Hi-Fi,
Hi-Fi, yeah.
Wollongong.
Fun.
Okay. Adelaide,
I've never actually gigged there.
Perth.
I don't know. I really don't know. It's such a different world, dude. They're all like rich South African miners. Like I've never been able to get a gauge really. They're kind of having a good time, but they're also like really, I don't know.
Nice.
What would you say?
I've never gigged in Perth.
Yeah, right.
I don't think I would
Yeah.
if I was asked.
Yeah, right.
They're like, are you taking a show to Perth? I'm like, it sounds like if it was bad, it'd be fucked.
I know, but they're so lovely. When the gigs that I did, they were laugh mob gigs, so maybe it's a different thing, you know. But yeah, I can't get a gauge. I couldn't really give you a good one for that.
Well, I'm
Sorry.
scared about Perth because isn't it like you have to choose one? They're bloody.
Oh yeah, they're
Gang
so
wars?
territorial. Yeah, it's like you got to do the Lounge or you got to do Oasis, and if you mix it up, big trouble.
I'll just hide behind Wolfie.
Yeah, if you just go with Wolfie, he's the king of the West. You should be
Wolfie.
fine. Yeah,
Andrew Wolf.
Andrew Wolf. Shout out.
Yeah, guys, if you guys listening are ever doing stand-up comedy in Perth, just make sure you go find Wolfie.
Go find
Yeah,
Wolfie.
please do. I have a little game for both of you.
Okay, hit me.
All right. I call this fake trivia because it's questions I don't know the answers to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's things I genuinely don't know, and whoever gets the point will be whoever
Whatever you think sounds right.
I believe.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Great.
right.
It was a captain of drama.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't. Oh, that's
Just
right.
just of the school.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Just of every subject.
They couldn't give it to me. They couldn't give me everything, but
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. All right.
Okay.
That makes me feel a bit more confident.
All right. Why is yawning contagious, Lockie?
because deep down we're always tired.
Pat.
It's a pheromonal thing. I actually researched this recently, and so when you yawn, you release these tired pheromones, and then you as somebody
I believe
witnessing.
Lockie.
Damn it!
Yes.
Oh, damn it! He just said a cute Instagram quote thing.
Yeah. I just said the Hulk, but in a nice way. That's my secret. I'm always tired.
Can humans get fleas or is it always lice? Pat.
You can get both as humans because you have skin and hair.
Lockie.
Well, you can't actually get fleas because this is a pheromone that we give off.
Deep down, we all have fleas and lice.
That's my secret. I've always got fleas.
Oh.
Is it 1-1?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
1-1.
1-1.
How real is an electric eel? Like, how electric is it?
120 volts. It's the same as a standard power plug inside your home. It's enough to work a toaster, but not enough to work a microwave.
Your PowerPoints can't fuel a microwave
Not
in your
one.
house?
Not one. I feel like I've lost this one already.
Huh?
Funnily enough, an electric eel has enough electricity in it to only fuel toasters. I mean, microwaves. Fuck.
Yeah.
You got to give it to me on that one. I'll give it that.
You hook one up right at the source. Where like your house doesn't, your PowerPoints don't power your microwave. It's like, no, that's why we have the eels.
Yeah, he's got heaps of eels in his bathtub.
I'm going to give that to Lockie. I don't know. You seemed sure.
Yeah, no, I fumbled that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it out of 5? What is it?
I have a few.
Okay.
I'm really dumb. I was like, what don't I know? And I never want to Google.
How do you spell restaurant?
No,
That's
not.
tricky. That's tricky.
I like that you said, that one's easy, and then you went, that's tricky.
That's really tricky.
What did Elon Musk and Grimes end up naming their baby?
Trump.
I don't think Elon knows either. I think he's around. Wasn't it like X and then the A and E that are connected?
I think it was...
And it's pronounced like, it's like pronounced Ben or something.
Is it really?
It's pronounced like something... I got to look this up. It's spelt really weird, but it's pretty sure it's pronounced like just Ben.
Okay, my answer is actually it's pi to like the 9th number.
3.1415926535889.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's numbers of pi.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's something I do know for some reason.
But you can't spell. Oh no, you can spell
Oh my
restaurant.
God, does he?
Wow, you can spell anything.
Guy Montgomery, hit me up.
Multitude.
Okay,
What did you say?
we can look this up later.
His name is XAEA12.
Yeah, but how do you pronounce it?
It's pronunciation. It's just X. Oh my God, he named fucking Twitter X. That's why he named his kid.
Which one came first?
I think the kid actually.
Well, that's quite.
No, it's pronounced Ash.
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 Beautiful.
Have you
name.
also seen the?
That's just like a nice name.
It's a beautiful name.
Have you seen the conspiracy theory? You know when he's always jumping at events? He's always jumping up in the air weird. Apparently he's trying to do like the X symbol with his body.
No.
Yeah, apparently that's the conspiracy, is that when he's jumping, he always jumps up with like arms out and legs spread.
Star jumps.
Wow.
It's to look like an X, like to remind people of Twitter or X
Oh my
now.
God.
I mean, that's good. I often forget.
Next
So-
question.
Yeah.
What's the longest piss someone has ever taken?
I think from what I remember reading, it was like 2.5 days.
Lucky?
It was 4 minutes, but it was actually a dead guy. So when you die and all the fluid and stuff, like when you shit yourself, when you pee, it gets everything out. It's like 4 minutes.
Okay.
You close their eyes. Once they go, you're like, bye, Grandpa. And it's like,
When is this going to stop? It's been pissing for so long.
240, 239, 237.
The guy that did it for 2.5 days, he was actually alive, and he had a filtration system of water, and it just kept going. And he could have kept going, but the thing ran out.
I love people that like go like, I'm going to get Guinness World Record something.
Oh, it's the
It's
best.
going to involve my piss. Like they always, I'm putting something in my eyelids. Oh, yeah,
Well,
get a job.
it's like there's the guy who has the Guinness World Record for having the most Guinness World Records. He finds like stupid shit.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like most pencils shoved into a potato in a minute. Like he just finds stuff people haven't done and then just does it.
And then you can just be in the book.
I got those. They were Christmas presents for the
Every
entire
year.
every year.
Every year.
I would have loved to be in one of
They're
those
amazing.
with the different colors. You know what I mean? When you,
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
a
unreal.
bit about it. What's the actual word for a disco ball? What's the formal word? Was it ever called something before it was a disco ball?
Lucky?
Pat?
No, it was called Lucky.
I'll take it. I forgot to keep score on all of these. Whatever.
I think it's 3-2. Me.
Okay.
No, that's lucky. Where is a mermaid's genitals?
Oh my god.
What are they working with?
Don't have any.
It's crazy you don't know
So
that.
They don't have any.
where's it going?
Well, they don't have any genitals.
How do they multiply?
The longest piss ever was actually a mermaid. So
It's magic.
How are they fucking?
They don't fuck.
yeah, how
They
do
don't
more
fuck.
mermaids occur then?
Why do they have to fuck, Eden?
Okay, God.
It makes more sense though.
I'll see myself out, which made me actually have a more important question. This one I am not getting an answer to.
Okay.
How would a centaur make love?
Well, it's got a horse penis, doesn't
No,
it?
listen. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Shut the fuck
You
up,
haven't thought
dude.
about this like I have.
Okay.
Does he always do this?
Because everyone imagine a centaur in their mind.
It's fairly
right?
consistently.
Everyone imagine a centaur in their mind.
Okay.
Right. Because you've got this person, and then you've got legs and arms. So how are you getting up? But how far away you could piss? You
We'll see, Eden.
certainly couldn't look in each other's eyes, could you? You'd be 4 meters
Look,
away from
Eden,
each other by the
here's
time
the-
it's getting good.
Here's the distinction. A centaur can fuck, it can't make love.
Interesting.
Because it can
Whoa.
Wow.
it can fuck, but you're never going to be able to do missionary or eye contact. They can fuck, but they can't make love. Having sex with a centaur is like a conservative man who's been married to the same woman for 40 years. It's a loveless affair.
Oh, sure.
There's
sure.
enough.
Down,
There's
sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
Turn
This
around.
is all about procreation.
Shut
Here
up,
we
I'm
go.
concentrating.
I think it's a mounting situation, and then you just move your arms.
You do breaststroke butterfly through the air, get yourself propelled.
for momentum. That's how it goes.
This is the part of the podcast where we give a shout out to my mum for listening. Thanks for always supporting.
Now,
Thank you so much, Danelle. Centaurs have had only 8 threesomes.
yeah, exactly.
Yep, she'd like that as well.
Now that I don't know how they're doing. What's Susan Boyle up to now?
Ooh.
I heard she started an OnlyFans.
Well, if anyone remembers my favourite joke of all time, my favourite thing of all time is when hashtags sort of first came about, Susan had an album party.
Oh,
Susan
yes.
Sus Anal Bum Party.
Sus Anal Bum. That's the name of her OnlyFans.
Sus Anal Bum Party OnlyFans.
Yeah. I mean, you've signed up to it. That's how you know.
Yeah, of course. She's the only person I'm subscribed to. You know, DJ Khaled and Fat Joe had a joint OnlyFans at one point.
Really?
What were they posting?
So it's really the first. I remember I saw it advertised, and the first video they had on there was like them two riding jet skis. It's just these two super obese dudes riding jet skis around Miami, and their whole thing was like, you can get a look behind the scenes at what we do. And then people were like, we didn't come here to see some fat, sweaty dudes on jet skis.
Do you reckon they just took a photo of them on their, like a video of them on their holiday, and then they watched it back and they were like, we look good. This is borderline pornographic.
Yeah.
I'm putting this behind a paywall.
Yeah. No one can get this for free.
No.
No way. To be honest with you, that sounds like fucking sick content.
Yeah, another one.
Another one.
Another one.
How long did that last?
I don't think very long. I'm pretty sure they only had it up for like a month, 2 months.
That would be an interesting thing to see how much money they made from that one video.
Yeah,
You know
because
what I mean?
But how many people are signing up to DJ Khaled and Fat Joe's? I think it's Fat Joe. That's the rapper.
It's a plus size Joe.
It's plus size Joe. It's beautiful Joe. But I think I can't imagine anyone who's signing up to that be like, are they fucking?
I mean,
Being like, that's what I was hoping.
Surely this was before OnlyFans became predominantly like...
It had been established as porn
really?
at this point. Yeah.
Right.
Interesting.
It used to just be like a Patreon almost, right?
Yeah, right. That's what I thought. So maybe, musicians, they're like, we're going to set some stuff up here, get a little bit of cash on the side. Not that they probably need it, but then everyone goes, oh, wow, the boys are on.
Well, I didn't realize, because there's so many out there, people don't realize, there's a lot of celebrities who do it and are like doing porn, like Tiger, that rapper.
Yeah.
He's one of the biggest.
Makes
Lily Allen has
makes straight up porn.
OnlyFans.
I read an article about that.
Yeah.
I read an article because
Does she?
her pedicurist,
Does she?
she's flawless feet. They're 10
Flawless
out of
feet?
10 on WikiFeet, according to this article.
Wow.
Yeah. And the pedicurist was like, you've got perfect feet. You should really set up an OnlyFans. And she did it. And she makes heaps of money. Now, I've got an OnlyFans idea that I want to run past you. Okay. So I'm very excited about it. The month of December, I'm going to start this year. I'm going to start an OnlyFans for feet pics.
Yep.
Right? Charity aspect to it. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm going to see how much money I can raise over that month. It's only available for a month. I pick a day, maybe 2 a day. I'm going to raise as much money as I can, and the charity that I give the money to is soldiers that have had their limbs blown off.
Whose feet?
My feet.
You got good looking feet?
That's not
charity.
That's not the issue here. He's doing what those soldiers can't do for themselves anymore.
Foot pics.
It's so funny that you guys took that in 2 different directions. You almost took it like a business manager.
And it was like, that's not going to work.
I was
You have
thinking if it had
ugly
legs.
toes. What do you say?
Seeing if it had legs.
Ah,
that was good.
That's good.
Zoom in on Eden on that one. So that's my OnlyFans idea. Would you ever, what about Chloe Madron doing the sneaky OnlyFans?
Did you see the anonymous video made about her? It was like 40 minutes long.
I know.
The guy in the mask was like, she conned everyone. And it was like, on her Instagram, she was like, my OnlyFans, it's my comedy special. Like, she said it.
Do you think she'll get in trouble?
No.
No?
Because the OnlyFans isn't like, guys, I posted porn. It just says.
because most of them just go, you don't know what's behind this paywall.
Because a bunch of people are like, oh, you scammed us. Like a bunch of celebrities who just post like, kind of like.
Can you
underwear.
give
right.
context to the people listening who aren't aware of
Chloe
what
Madron,
Chloe
who's a
did?
friend of the pod. She basically because she obviously gets like absolute harassed by her fan base.
Yeah. I was she posted a video that me and her collab tagged because I did her podcast, and so many of the comments are just sexualizing her. So then I went, they were like, when are you starting your OnlyFans? You're looking sexy. So I just replied to all of them being like, thanks, brother. Appreciate
That
that.
was very funny. Yeah, I like that.
I love when
I'm a hero.
when they do that.
I'm a hero.
Yeah, my message request after the fucking Kim Possible episode, I was like, man, well, yes. What did I fucking expect from that
That fan base. Yeah, sure.
So she filmed a stand-up special on one of her shows.
Yes.
And she just said, link to my OnlyFans, and it was just her stand-up special.
Yeah.
She made I don't know if I should say, like a bit of money because everyone just signed up. And she was saying a lot of people just forget to unsubscribe, so that she's still raking in the money.
Really?
A lot of people were like, I thought it would be you naked, but I really liked that stand-up special.
That's the reviews you watch, surely. Yeah, totally.
It's so funny to think there's a guy who's opened it up, already dick in hand, and then goes, I guess he starts watching the special she's going to get it closed up at some stage. And then by the end of it, he's just slapping his knee.
Yeah.
Slaps his balls by accident, forgets they're there.
Yeah.
You know what? That was all right.
I love that idea because I have so many subscriptions that it will just pop up. It'll be payment for this thing or whatever. I'm like, really? I still have that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess it's a good way to make a bit of subsidiary cash.
Yeah, if they're not smart enough to check what she's actually posted, which she said she goes, it's a comedy special. They're probably not smart enough to go back and cancel it as well.
Yeah.
Maybe the movie's...
I'm still paying for Minecraft Realms. Get rid of it, but you never get around to it.
Yeah, that's a problem. You're busy. You're so busy. That's a problem.
Busy,
yeah. It's not a bad idea to just set one up and never post anything with the intention of potentially posting something in the future and just having these people pay for nothing. Yeah. That's not a bad move.
Speaking of OnlyFans and fucking, Pat, we both have a fuck, marry, kill for you.
Oh, yes. Well, I have one for both of you. But, you have one.
I've got one for Pat.
Yeah, hit me.
This one, Pat, fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, God.
Stand-up comedy.
Okay.
Your art. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mad TV.
Oh, God.
3 very important things in Pat's life.
One, earning him money.
Yeah. His art.
Oh, God. That is a really, really tricky one. That's
See?
a really tricky one.
Nothing raunchy. Guys, doesn't that...
Legally,
not everything has to be raunchy.
Really a tricky one.
I think I would have to go... All right. If I really think about this...
Let's make some smart business decisions here, Pat.
I know. Okay. I'm going to have to kill stand-up comedy.
Wow. Not the one I thought, oh, wow.
Now I've got 2 dead fathers.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to. It's gone. It's gotta be. Yeah. I have to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stand-up comedy's gone.
So you can never do it again.
The level of joy it brings to my life and how much fun I have with it is only just above how much stress it brings into my life.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yep.
So if I wouldn't want to do it. This is a death that I don't want to be a part of. But my life would be so much more cruisy. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Yep. It would be much more boring, but it would be so much more cruisy,
Yeah.
And then I would have to fuck yeah mad, and then I would marry art. It's just that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stand-up is like a toxic relationship. You're like, I just feel like it's going to get better one day.
That's literally it, dude.
If I just work and stay long enough, everything will be okay and it won't be so awful to me.
Totally.
You say something and everyone goes, that's the best thing I've ever heard. And then you say the same thing the next day and then some people start yelling at you.
Yes.
Oh,
they're very upset.
Yes.
It's completely, it messes with your brain so much, dude. So it's
God.
that would be a disaster. I'd be longing for it, constantly. I'd be
when it's good, it's really good.
I'll be looking at its Instagram late at night, you know what I mean? I'll be like, wow, they're still doing it.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, really? With her? On that lineup? Whatever.
Sweeney's again. Okay.
I hope you're happy. The Comedy Store.
So and then art is just such a zen experience. So
Yeah.
I would like that. And then
What's your art Instagram?
PatDohertyArt.
Great.
Check it out.
Plug.
That's a wonderful artist.
It's
Thank you very
really
much.
nice.
Yeah. Thanks for both coming to my exhibition recently.
I was in Perth. What's your excuse?
Oh, that's okay. I just support whatever endeavors you do.
When was it?
Yeah, there you go.
It was literally last Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Look, you know.
This is one of those things where you think you're posting so much about it.
Dude, I
And
mean-
everyone's like, when?
I know.
It happens with shows all the time. You're like,
I know.
I have been hounding you people. I'm so worried about annoying you. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, I did not see this.
Well,
I have so many friends who haven't come to my stand-up gigs and they're like, you never post about it. I'm like, every stand-up gig I have ever done, I have posted multiple stories about it.
They're like, when are you doing your next one? I'm like, it is I post an Instagram story of a gig every day.
I'm not
Literally.
going to DM you.
yeah. So you've just become what you hated.
Yes.
In that regard. But you know what?
Absolutely.
It's fine. That was going to be a handshake, but it was my left hand. But there you go.
Thank you.
It's all right. It's okay. But
I would like to buy some of your art, by the way. That's the richest thing I've ever said. I'd like to buy some of your art.
That's such.
But I saw
it is
photos
a
of it.
flex.
It's really beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's really
There's
nice.
nothing cooler than you can do than buy art. It's just a cool thing.
I'd like
do.
to. Or
Yeah.
commission a piece.
Or going to a stand-up comedy show, if I'm thinking about the consumer, anybody can kind of do that. The price point is, $30 maximum, $35. But if you're buying a piece of art, then you're flexing.
Yeah.
And
sure.
supporting local artists.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So marry art for sure.
I can't believe you didn't go to his art
I
exhibition.
know.
And you were here.
I'm trying to hide how hurt I am right now, But that's okay.
You had a good turnout, though.
It's a great turnout. All the comedians, literally every other comedian in Sydney came. It's crazy. They cancelled Magic Mike. Just trying to make you feel bad.
Oh, Magic Mike.
I'm joking. I didn't come to the
Where
TikTok
did all
Awards.
the gym bros take their Tinder dates?
That's what they came. They all came. It was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. You would have loved it.
I have a fuck, marry, kill, one each for
Okay.
both of you.
Great.
All right. Are you doing Lockie first, or are we both doing them?
Let me see. Yeah, Lucky first.
Okay.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. House made of hay, house made of twigs, house made of bricks.
Oh.
I was just thinking about this on the way.
I
here.
thought you were saying housemate of hay, and I was like, who is hay and who is their housemate?
No.
I
house-
thought that as well.
House made of hay, house made of twigs, house made of... Well, I'm marrying the bricks.
Bricks.
Marrying bricks. Strong, solid foundation.
I can see this.
Yep. I'm killing twigs. Oh, what are twigs ever good for? Maybe kindling.
Not fucking.
I'm fucking the straw house.
See, yeah.
What, you think horses are going to sleep on that if it was uncomfortable? I don't think so.
That's a great point.
Hay smells really good. Does anyone think that?
Constantly.
I love to go to these shows, take a good whiff.
I was in
if they
Alexandria.
bottled
I
it.
went to the grounds at Alexandria this morning for breakfast.
Wow.
When you walk in, there's a petting zoo. There were goats. Yeah. And I walked in and went, something smells good. They had hay there.
I used to go and
Anyway,
see
I
the
jumped in, I
goats
fucked the hay.
I fucked the goats.
Yeah, I fucked the goats. Just a goat fucking a goat.
All right. Oh,
That's good. I like that.
All right, Pat.
Yep.
These are
Am I getting the same one?
These are both like children's story nursery rhymes.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
All right.
Fuck, marry, kill.
He got the houses?
Yeah.
Where are we going to go
This
with it
is-
from now?
This is much better. Fuck, marry, kill. Porridge that is too hot. Porridge that is very cold. Porridge that is just right.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Okay. I'm going to kill the porridge that's just right. Yep. I'm killing the porridge that's just right. You're boring, mate. You're right down the middle. I'm sick of you. There's enough of you in this world. You're IKEA. You're done. You
Just
know what I
when
mean?
you think you've got Pat figured out.
Yeah, 100%. What do you mean? I'm just going to have the thing that's just right? I don't have any challenges in my life. You know what I mean? Fuck that. You're out of here. You know what I mean?
This is why you still do art and stand up. You're like, I need challenges.
Yeah,
I need things to be
exactly.
as difficult as possible.
100%. If I can't do stand-up anymore, I'm fucking not having sex with regular porridge,
Crazy sentence out of context. Sentence that's never been said.
Clip that.
First time ever.
And then I'm marrying the porridge that's too cold.
You know who's fucking the porridge that's too hot?
That's me.
Jeremy Allen White in the Special Victims Unit. Callback. No, what's the count on these callbacks to that? Lockie's right, I do think about him a lot.
You think about it non-stop. Here's your too hot porridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would fuck the porridge that's too hot.
I like his reasoning.
Yeah.
I like his reasoning.
Yours, Lockie, what did you...
Oh, you want me to do that as well?
Yeah, sure.
I like Pat's reasoning. I've
Yeah.
never had a thought about porridge in that way, so I just like what Pat said, so I'd go with that.
It's a deeper comment on personalities that you experience in the world. That's what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's
Cold porridge. I am a people pleaser. I know myself that I'm going to marry somebody that I'm constantly trying to attain. Also, if I don't want to attain them, the marriage is nothing. I'm not putting in any effort. I want that porridge to be hot because I believe it can be.
I think I'm the opposite.
Really?
I think if someone is like, I don't like you, I'm like, we're going to kiss about it.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. That's the cold porridge.
No, but I think marrying, after 2 seconds, I'd be like, boring.
Okay, but the best sex is going to be the hot porridge.
No, cold porridge.
No!
Someone that's like, I find you very annoying and off-putting. I'm like, but the like hot porridge, that feels like it'll be hot for a while. You've got a while.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in love for a while.
Oh, you can put that on the back burner.
Before it cools down.
Yeah. If you can get this one, if you can get the cold porridge hot, that's the ultimate win. But if you can't, you've always got hot porridge in the back pocket.
Hot porridge can become cold. Cold porridge can never become
pockets
hot.
full of porridge.
You've got pockets full of porridge. And that's the real essence of this podcast today, I feel like.
Yeah. We got our Uncle Toby's.
Guys, this segment was sponsored by Uncle Toby's. Like to fuck the new pear-flavoured Uncle Toby's porridge today. It's in Coles.
I wish I thought this deeply about other stuff that meant more in my life, you know what I mean?
This makes me think.
That's one thing about actual relationships. Until we brought porridge in.
Yeah. I'm like, well, I mean, it comes down to your childhood, doesn't it?
You're on a blind date. She starts talking about her exes. You're like, such cold porridge.
That's cold porridge. That's a good call, actually. Somebody that's a piece of shit, you can call them cold porridge.
Cold porridge.
I like that a lot.
Enemies of the pod, cold porridge.
Massive enemy of the pod.
Can I speaking of people who aren't enemies of the pod, segue, nice one, Lockie, thanks.
Wonderful waff.
God,
I've just got
wonderful.
Sorry, please go.
I've got our one piece of fan mail for today.
I love the fan mail.
Me too.
This is it's a two-parter, but I'll start off with the first bit. They said, Lockie, I regret to inform you, but you and my ex sound extremely similar, and sometimes you'll say something exactly the same way my ex would, and it's so jarring. That's from Lily. So Lily, I just wanted to...
That's my dog, Lily.
I just wanted to try out a few things to see if I can elicit a panic attack out of you. You're not wearing that. Yeah, I said your friends are hotter than you, but I picked you. Can you come pick me up? No, I don't know her. I don't see why it's a bad thing that I followed her. So Lily, if you could just follow up to the fan mail, let me know if that made you feel anything.
That's nightmare fuel for poor Lily.
I think it made Eden feel something.
God.
That hit me somewhere as well.
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah.
But Lily,
What's one of the, like, does anyone have anything off the top of their head like ridiculous that a like partner's ever said that you're like, yeah, lucky?
oh yeah, I told this was the ex I had before I started doing social media. Told her, I'm thinking about like maybe making videos and posting them on YouTube. Word for word, this is what she said. Even if it was somewhat of a joke, this is what she said, word for word. That's so cringe, I would break up with you if you did that.
Really?
Yep.
And did she?
2 weeks later, she did anyway. And then I started making YouTube videos.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That is rough.
Yep.
Well, look at you now and look at her. What's she doing? She's cold porridge, brother. That's
It's cold
the thing.
porridge.
Full on cold porridge.
Some of the coldest porridge.
Yeah. Full enemy of the pod. What about you? Have you?
Coldest porridge. That's what really came. I don't know, Pat, do you have one? I've got so many that it's a Rolodex to the brain.
Yeah, I really feel like I've pushed them deep down to not be able to be remembered, you know? But I mean, there are so many, but you've kind of caught me off guard a little bit.
Women are absolutely scathing about me.
I'm trying to think of positive things that people have said about me. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's going to have to be ep 2. I'll come with a whole list of things because I'm sure there are some there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's like, God, I don't know. I'm one of those exes where it's like I know I was particularly iconic in a relationship if my account, my mom's account, the podcast account, my sister's account, the dog's account, my email, the fax machine, the bird I tried to send a letter, it like blocked.
I've heard about this. Yeah.
That's how I know I'm like, well,
There would be some commentary from that particular.
you can't say I was dull, can you?
I did have someone on Christmas. I had bought them presents, but I'd also made stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Like I'd made little gifts, and she cried and got mad at me because she said I didn't get her enough gifts. And I was saying like, but I bought you all this stuff and I made you this stuff. And she said, the stuff you made me doesn't count.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow. Arguably, it means more.
I'd agree.
Yeah, I would totally think that something sentimental that you've made personally is way more valuable than a Tiffany diamond ring.
I think I've had.
I didn't get her that.
I did. I had no money. I was like a high school girlfriend. For a birthday, I went to Lavisa in Broadway Shopping Centre, and hopefully I don't get arrested for this, but I went to Lavisa and I stole so much jewellery, like as much as I could possibly fit in my pockets, and then I bolted my way out of there.
Jingle jangling along.
Yeah. Just going past the Hoyt Cinema, just like
Yeah.
little rings falling out of my pocket.
Yeah.
Put them in a little box, put it all together, and then she opened it up. And when she opened it up, she initially was like, "Oh my god, all this jewelry!" And then picked up, was like, "Is this like from La Visa?" And I was like, "Oh god!"
So they've also got the security tags on them.
You're sweating. They've all gone green in your pockets by the time you give them to her.
She goes to return. They're like, these were never bought. They arrest her on the spot.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So that, I mean, just the not. But I didn't tell her that I stole them. So I guess, but. When I heard that, I was pretty jarring, yeah.
That's awesome.
Can I just, this is what Lily's followed up after the comment about me sounding like her ex. She said, I don't know if this needs any comment, but also you talked about weird dreams you've had on episode 52. And I used to have this dream where I was walking through my school and all these duplicates of Hannah Montana in giant cheese costumes befriended me. But after a while, they started acting sinister, and at some point, they started chasing me through my school and tried to eat me. I woke up just as I was being cornered by like 6 cheese Hannah Montanas. Anyway, love the pod, Lily.
That is crazy.
I would love to get a dream interpreter onto that.
Definitely. That's too much melatonin. That's what that is, I feel like.
Guys, write into the pod with your dreams and we will dream interpret them. We will tell you what that means.
What do you think that means?
Cheese Hannah Montana.
Cheese Hannah Montana. I'd say, well...
2 great things, really.
Yeah.
So what they were like... Were they chasing her?
They befriended her, but then they started acting sinister and then started chasing her.
You're lactose intolerant, mama.
You're trying to find your identity and you're lactose intolerant. That's
And you have been since you were a child.
And the educational system needs a reform. I feel like they're the 3 things.
I hate dream interprets because you know when you look it up, like, what does this dream mean? And it'll be like, oh, I had a dream with a shark in it. It's like, means you're ugly and all your friends hate you.
You're like, oh, I'm pretty sure actually it was a dolphin. I'm pretty sure it was a dolphin.
Oh, that is so true.
It means you're a bad person. It's like, oh. Oh, I just thought, I don't know.
It's never good. You just got to leave it for your own interpretation, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know? Otherwise, it's like you're a bad person or you're going to die.
It's like, I mean, like, they always say, I think I've said this as well, but like sex dreams, it's not about like who you want to have sex with. Your brain, because your brain can't make someone new. That's crazy. This person might be the only person to ever create something completely new. It's cheese Hannah Montana. But again, your brain can't make something up, a new person in a dream. It's always like composited from people you know.
Because a lot of sex dreams are just like, this means you and that person have a good relationship or a good friendship.
Or there's a power dynamic.
I feel like someone just had a sex dream about their dad one day and they were like, no, it means we're just heaps close. There's nothing in my subconscious.
Everything's fine. No, well, that's really good to hear because I've had some sex dreams where I'm like, I have never found that person sexually attractive whatsoever, and it's quite alarming, in fact, that you know,
it's just like it's just given to you, and you go like, okay,
yeah.
Even if it's like I don't find them ugly. It's just like I've never thought of that.
I'm gonna say it. It was like with best friends.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that is not what that relationship is, you know. And you wake up and you're like, God. That's confronting, you know?
And then even though you know that it's not real, when people tell you, like I've had friends be like, it was so weird. I had a weird sex dream about you, and you're still like, you're in love with me.
Yeah, totally.
And you have the dream that you see them in person, you're like, oh, they know.
It changed everything.
They know.
They go to hug you, and you're like, oh, shake their hand.
Yeah. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else? I had one thing I needed to address.
Oh, fuck all else. What do you want?
I've got some stuff. Oh, it's on my phone.
Please tell me you understand this when I say Peach PRC needs to get to this bush stuff and be done with it. How long do you need to prep for a bush stuff?
Speaking of brand deals, I want to see the number of zeros on that one.
Because that's like 6 videos. We had the picking out an outfit, making the doof stick. One of them was just like using maps on Google to get there. And then I just saw one where it was her after the bush stuff cleaning her makeup off. And she's like, oh, there was a song, but I can't remember it. But with Google, you can hum it. And it tells you, that's Shazam, by the way, not special. But I'm like, why did I see everything except the fucking bush stuff? I've been waiting months for this bush stuff.
It was going to be huge.
And all I saw was her wiping the makeup off going, it was great. I'm like, show me the bush stuff.
We've been waiting to see the bush stuff. That's the thing.
Where everyone's going to boycott Google until they show us footage. It's like Bohemian Grove. We want to see the bush stuff.
Yeah.
She didn't. She went, and then I saw like a get unready with me for the bush stuff.
There was a real bush stuff? Did you see footage of it? Because I've not seen footage of this bush stuff.
She was there.
So there was an actual bush
She was
stuff.
there. You know, legally I'm not allowed to comment on Peach PRC. That's for when we start a Patreon.
I cannot wait to talk about this after this podcast. That is so exciting to me. But I will say this: Peach PRC?
Yes.
I've seen those things, and it's for Google, right?
Yes.
I mean, she must have made so much money. She got a PJ to that fucking bush stuff. You know that for a fact. She got a stretch Hummer there from the jet to the fucking bush stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, everything she's wearing is like it has to be at least worth $10,000 because the amount of money that she would have made from that deal would be astra fucking nomical, dude.
Yeah.
Someone else is holding the doof stick for her.
100%. That doof stick. Is that what you call it?
It's a doof stick, yeah.
Why is
That
so
sounds like
funny?
one of the Swedish people you created.
What's your name? My name is Doofstick.
Doofstick.
I'm just here doing like studies right now.
I'm going to bush doof with Peach PRC.
I'm working on a brand deal with Peach PRC right now, and we have got the. She's going to go to it. Trust me. She's
going
getting
to-
paid in crooner.
We're going to, how you say, jungle dance.
We're going to go pick some berries in the forest. One thing about Swedish people, and I'm just going to say this because I've never said this before, but it's so true. While we're here talking about forests and talking about Swedish people, they have this thing. They think everything is cozy in their life, right? And nothing about Sweden is cozy. You know?
Yeah.
They'll just be like, let's go to the forest. Come on, it's going to be so fun. It's -4 degrees outside. It's so cozy. It's so cozy to go out. Oh, you want to pick some berries on the frozen ground with your bare hands? Yeah, come on. It's so cozy. Nothing is cozy about it. These people are delirious. That's what happens when you don't have any sun for 6 months of a year. That's what happens.
Yeah, anything is good.
Anything is good. You know, you start fucking saying cozy. You start fucking... Anyway, sorry, that was a bit of a vent, but that's just how I
I
feel.
feel like you needed to get that out.
I did need to get that out. Thank you.
Do you have anything else to say about the Swedes?
That's why sometimes you'll sit on an IKEA couch and it's like, ka-dong, and you're like, oh, they're like so cozy.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
I don't know what it is.
Don't you want to put furniture together?
Yeah.
It's so cozy. These fucking fuckheads. Anyway, Peach PRC, shout out.
Peach. Oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ.
And with that, well, guys, this has been our first ever threesome. I would have to say,
Pretty well.
I'm sweaty as fuck.
yeah, well, much like a real threesome, we'll grab you a towel afterwards. But guys, thanks so much for listening. Pat Doherty, do you want to shout out your socials if anyone wants to follow you?
Pat Doherty Comedy, Pat Doherty Art, Beachside Comedy Club every Thursday. Come check it out. Eden and Lockie perform quite often. Yeah, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
And Pat's doing a show. When's your show?
yeah.
That's well.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll
That's-
say this and we'll put it at the start as well.
Okay. I've got my first hour of comedy, recording at 2 shows, 7 p.m. and 8:30 at the Beachside Comedy Club on the 23rd of November, Saturday the 23rd of November.
Amazing.
Yeah. Eden and Lockie will be there in a supporting sort of role. If it gets more ticket sales, they're performing as well. So thank you.
Great. All right, guys.
I feel like my first hour of stand-up, it's me, it's Lockie, it's Freddie, it's Rowan, it's Billy.
It's really, it's
Pat does 5 at the end.
Pat's hosting.
It's Will Gibb. Peach PRC is going to be there. We're having the doof there.
It's a bush door.
It's a bush door. It's going to be cozy.
Guys, thanks so much for listening. Love you, miss you, bye.
I love you, miss you.
Mwah.